Hey y'all, it's me again. It's Craig Bowden, your Marine vet for freedom, and doing another little video real quick today. One of the things that I really have to address right now is this crap going on with the race baiting needs to end. I don't care who's black or who's white. It doesn't matter. What happened with the Zimmerman trial? He was tried in a court of law, found not guilty. If you don't like it, go become a state prosecutor, and then you can try cases. The fact of the matter is, beyond a reasonable doubt must be shown in a court of law. And it wasn't. What we should be doing is praying for the families that were involved in this. We should be praying for the family of George Zimmerman, and especially Trayvon Martin. As a father, I can't even begin to comprehend what it would be like to lose one of my sons. There were errors on all sides in this case. George Zimmerman should have stayed in the vehicle, should not have followed him. Trayvon Martin should not have turned around and confronted. Should he have been arrested that night? Probably. And another mistake, the prosecutor bit off more than she could chew. The facts of the case did not support murder. So everyone that's crying out for justice, just remember this. An overzealous prosecutor bit off more than she could chew. An involuntary manslaughter case could have likely been presented, and it likely could have been found with George Zimmerman guilty. He ignored the advice of dispatch and did follow Trayvon Martin. I don't believe that there was any intent to murder, and the evidence seems to show that. Now, I'm not a lawyer, but I am a criminal justice major, and one of the things that I did have to study is criminal law. When trying a case, there are two things that you must have. You must have the actus reus, or the bad act, as well as the mens rea, which is the bad mind, or the intent to commit a crime. I believe that George Zimmerman is nothing more than an overzealous neighborhood watchman. Thought he was doing the right thing, and things got out of hand. That's why they should have gone for the involuntary manslaughter. Didn't happen because of the political pressures and the race baiting from organizations like the NAACP, the New Black Panthers, etc., so on. What we need to be doing right now is setting aside our differences, because I can tell you right now what's going on when it comes to incidents like what's happening over in Oakland, California, are wrong. There is absolutely no reason that you should be destroying police cars and neighborhoods, breaking windows, simply because someone who shares the same skin color as you died. That's not okay. It's a tragic event, yes. but justice was served based on the case presented. He's not guilty of murder. What we need to do is all come together and pray for the families, their safety, and their comfort. That's all that needs to be done. And what we need to be doing is telling the people who are trying to make this about race to go pound sand. It's not about race. There was a tragedy that happened. But it's not because Trayvon Martin was black. And it's not because George Zimmerman was white. As a matter of fact, he's Hispanic. The media, several politicians, and a few of these race-baiting organizations and individuals are the reason why this got blown out of proportion. This could have been handled in a much different way, and should have been. Together is how we're going to be able to fix all the problems that are wrong with this country. And there are a lot. First thing we have to do is we have to confront reality. And the reality is, you and I aren't different. We want the same things. We want the government out of our business. We want equality. We want justice to be done. But the only way that it can be done is if we're willing to set aside differences that we have no control over. None of us can control the families we're born into. I was born white. Some people are born black. Some people are born yellow. Some people are born brown. That's the way that it is. But what does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? Do we not all have hearts? Do we all not have a brain? 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth, hands, feet. Are we not human? Are we not all Americans? I don't know what happened to Martin Luther King's dream. I don't know why it's so far off course. But we really do need to start judging people based on the content of their character and not the color of their skin, not their gender, not their sexual orientation. None of that matters. What matters is what's in here and in your heart. That's all that matters. What do you believe in? What are you willing to fight for? Those are what make America great. Not skin color. As a matter of fact, it is through each person's uniqueness that we are great. There are talents that I have that you don't possess. And there are talents that you have that I could never dream of doing. That's what makes America great. That we all have the opportunity to be more than what we were born. Together is how we're going to do this. By breaking police car windows, store windows, throwing trash cans, fecal matter, jars of urine, you're giving them exactly what they want. Disharmony. Divisiveness. They don't want us united, because if we unite, they lose their power. There's a reason why there's the Democrat versus Republican mentality. why there is a conservative versus liberal mentality, why there is people being pitted against sexual orientation, and why the media highlights these kind of divides. They want us to have the unrest. They want us to fight each other. They want us to destroy ourselves, because then they can initiate more control over our lives. Look through the bullcrap and see it for what it is. Unite. It's the only way to do it. Let the racists have their way and say what they want and just ignore them. Let the race baiters do their thing. Let them try to spark a fire and just move on. That's the only way that we're going to be able to solve the problems facing America. To get together, to be honest, speak only the truth. That's it. I'm Craig Bowden. I'm your Marine vet for freedom. God bless.